Hey, what's up? My name is Shane, and today I'll be discussing what games I'd like to see at E3 this year. Now, last year's E3, there was so many amazing games shown, such as Days Gone, God of War, SpiderMan, and a bunch more. And this year, I am so excited to see what they have to show us. So basically, I've listed 16 games, and I'm going to go through each of them and pretty much explain why I'd like to see them all appear at E3 this year. So let's get into it. First up at number 16 is Call of Duty World War II. For the past while, it's been rumoured that the next Call of Duty will be set in World War II. There's no official confirmation yet, but the idea of it has everyone excited as they want it to happen. I, for one, am not a fan of the futuristic set, and I prefer the ground-based Call of Duties. Now, Call of Duty World War was great, I loved it, and it also introduced Nazi zombies, which became huge and a lot of people ended up taking a liking to. I think it'd be a great idea to officially announce it at E3 this year. If it is announced, I'm sure they'll do a great job, and hopefully we have more Nazi zombies with the World War II setting. I think that'd be amazing, and honestly, I hope the rumours are true because fuck the futuristic Call of Duties, okay? Just fuck them. Number 15, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. When it was announced that Modern Warfare was getting remastered, it made so many long-time Call of Duty fans happy as the original was such a good game. But the only problem was that if you wanted it, you had to buy the Legacy Edition of Infinite Warfare. To be honest, not many people gave a shit about Infinite Warfare, they just wanted a Modern Warfare. So I'm hoping that Modern Warfare 2 gets a remaster and that it gets announced at E3 this year. Since Modern Warfare got remastered, I feel like the second deserves a remaster as well. It was a really popular game when it came out and I feel like it would sell exceptionally well, even more if you can buy the game by itself instead of having to buy the Legacy Edition of the next Call of Duty. I'm sure everyone wants the 1v1s on Rust to return, all the great maps such as Terminal and High Rise. If it gets remastered, they have my money because of course I'm going to buy it. Number 14, Vampire Trailer / Release Date. During last year's E3, trailers and walkthrough demos were shown, not during Sony's conference, but they were shown at the event and later got uploaded to YouTube, so that's what I expect this year. This game just looks amazing in my opinion. It's set to release this year, and if it ends up being released late 2017, I feel like it'd be convenient for the release date to be revealed during E3. A lot of people as well myself are really intrigued by this game, and I don't think there are actually any next gen games in which we play as a vampire, so that contributes as to why I'm really looking forward to this game. The gameplay looks really fun. I like that it's up to the player to choose how they want to play it. Try to stay human as possible or say fuck it and kill everyone. I'm sure it'll be worth multiple playthroughs to see how our actions affect the story and gameplay, and hopefully we get the release date soon. Number 13, SpiderMan gameplay / release date. Last year at E3, a new Spider-Man game by Insomniac Games was revealed. The game looks amazing, the visuals and the minor gameplay that was shown, it just looks like a great game. So since last year, only a short trailer was shown and maybe we'll get a gameplay demo or trailer, which will inform us on what the gameplay mechanics are like, what the story will be, what villains will feature in it, and mainly just what to expect from it. It's also apparently the first in the series, so this very well may be the first of the many new Spider-Man games, which could be great if this one is successful. Now, Insomniac did a phenomenal job with their reimagining of Ratchet and Clank, so I'm really excited to see more from this game. Number 12, Ratchet and Clank 2. As I just stated, Insomniac did a phenomenal job with the first Ratchet and Clank, and words couldn't describe how happy it'd make me to see a reveal of the second game being reimagined as well as the first one was. I do genuinely hope that the trilogy will be getting remastered, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who does. In the first Ratchet and Clank, near the end of the mission at Novalis, the plumber says, "See you in the next reboot." This very well may just be a joke, but I'm really hoping that it wasn't because I really do want to see more Ratchet and Clank on PS4. The first one was amazing, there really was no flaws in it in my opinion. The visuals, story, dialogue and gameplay was on point, which contributes as to why I want to see the trilogy get the same treatment as the first game, and hopefully we get that lucky. Number 11, God of War story trailer / release date. A new God of War was shown at E3 last year and it looked so different to the previous God of War games. Kratos has a beard, he has a son, and the game looks beautiful and the combat is still brutal as ever, and it just looks great. If more God of War is shown at E3 this year, I'm hoping that it'll be a story trailer showing some of the locations, enemies and bosses that'll feature in the game, and it'd be great if it got released this year. I doubt it will in my opinion, I reckon it'll be an early 2018 game. Anyway, a new trailer with some new gameplay would be great. I'd love to see what new weapons will feature in the game, and more brutal gameplay of Kratos beating this shit out of bosses and enemies. And hopefully his son doesn't shoot him again, because I was in stitches when I seen it at E3 last year. It was hilarious. Like, he had one job, shoot the giant in the head, and he ends up shooting his dad. I'm sure we're all eager to see more of God of War, and hopefully we will soon. Number 10, Days Gone release date. A new open world zombie apocalypse game was revealed last year, both with a story trailer and gameplay demo. This game looks so damn good. It looks like a mixture of The Last of Us and Dead Rising, which is great. I knew a few minutes into the gameplay that I'd be buying this as soon as it releases. The amount of zombies they had on screen at once was insane, and then the demo, if I'm right, they made it so that each zombie would only take a bullet to kill and give the player a ridiculous amount of ammo just for the demo. So just imagine how much more intense it'll be when you have no ammo left and you're trying to outrun the hordes of zombies chasing after you. It's been rumoured that Days Gone will be released this year. There's no confirmation yet, if I am right. We haven't heard much from the game since E3, but hopefully we get some new information soon. Maybe even when to expect the game. I genuinely can't wait for it. I hope the story is good, that there's interesting characters, and that it'll feature multiplayer, because I imagine playing this game with friends would be amazing. And if by any chance the story ends up being shit, at least the gameplay will be fun. Number 9. Death Stranding gameplay. Last year, Hideo Kojima announced that he was back. He has his own studio called Kojima Productions and revealed his new project, Death Stranding. It looks really interesting, but we know little to nothing about it, which is why everyone wants to see gameplay to know what type of game it will be. I'm sure we all know that Kojima is capable of making great games, so safe to assume everyone has high expectations for this new project. The visuals look amazing. I think it's great that the likes of Norman Reedus and Mads Mikkelsen will feature in this game. We have no idea when we can expect this game or when gameplay will be revealed, but hopefully at E3 we get more content and information on the game. Number 8. Sly Cooper on PS4. Now, we know that Sucker Punch have been working on a new project, which could be a new IP, a new Infamous game, or even more Sly Cooper. I would be speechless if it was announced that the Sly Cooper trilogy was getting remastered and coming to the PS4, or even if the 4 games were getting enhanced graphics and coming to the PS4, just like the Jak and Daxter games. A lot of collections are making their way to PS4, like Crash Bandicoot, Ratchet Clank, Jak and Daxter, and I think it'd only be fair that Sly Cooper does as well. Anything Sly related will make me and the fanbase extremely happy. Even a new Sly game would be amazing. Trying to imagine how Sly would look on PS4 as a next gen game, it would look phenomenal. We can only hope that Sucker Punch aren't done with the Sly games. If the games come to PS4, it may just get uploaded to YouTube like Jak and Daxter would, which I'd be perfectly fine with, but I think it'd have to be a bit more than just coming to the PS2 classics on PS4 with enhanced graphics to be announced at E3. We'll just have to wait and see. Number 7. Battlefront 2 gameplay reveal. We already know that Battlefront 2 will be playable at E3 this year, so to us who won't be able to attend, I think it only makes sense that there is a gameplay reveal trailer. The trailer for Battlefront 2 came out recently at Star Wars Celebration. It was amazing. I am so happy that this time around it will have a campaign, it will be across all eras, and I hope that gameplay is shown, which covers all areas, in which we'll see all the maps, the heroes, the classes, the vehicles, and maybe even some single player campaign gameplay. There was a lot of complaints about the first game. People weren't happy about the lack of content, the hero pickups, the season pass, the DLC and stuff like that. And this time around it seems like none of that will be a problem. So this has potential to be an amazing Star Wars game. I will definitely be buying it and I can't wait to see what it has to offer. Number 6. Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay / story trailer. The Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer was released in October of last year. It didn't show much besides the setting and visuals. The game looks gorgeous, but we still have no idea what it's about and what's different this time around in terms of gameplay. This is a game that so many people are looking forward to, and Red Dead is a big deal. The first one was an amazing game. The second one is due to release this year, and I feel like showing maybe some single player or multiplayer gameplay will get people such as myself excited for it furthermore, as we'll actually have an idea of what to expect this time around. The single player in the first game was amazing. There was some great characters, missions and environments, and the multiplayer was really addicting and fun. So I'm sure this time around it will be as well. It could be a half decent game, it could be amazing. We'll just have to wait until more trailers and information is revealed. Number 5. New gameplay for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. At E3 2015, the Final Fantasy VII Remake was revealed, and pretty much everyone was left speechless because it was such a big deal. Then at a later date we got the gameplay trailer. This time around it'll be real-time combat, similar to the likes of Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy XV, which is great. I personally prefer that over turn-based combat. It'd be great if we got a new trailer showing off more gameplay, locations and characters. I ultimately just want to see Vincent, Valentine and Sephiroth in next gen, and then fanboy over how good they look, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who does. I doubt the game will be released this year, but a new trailer or gameplay would be great, and I'd love it at the end if they said the year of the release date, becoming 2017 or 2018. As I said, I doubt it'll be out this year, but just having confirmation on the year it's coming out would be great. Number 4. Bloodborne 2. We knew that From Software are done with Dark Souls, but they didn't say anything about being done with Bloodborne. Bloodborne was a huge success. It's one of my favourite PlayStation 4 games. The DLC was brilliant, and I'd be so happy if the second game got announced at E3. There's endless possibilities for what the second game could include. Obviously, if a second Bloodborne is happening, it'll take a lot of time to make and create new environments, monsters, weapons, and mainly making a sequel to the first and not just making something that feels like DLC or a reskin of the first game. We can only hope that Bloodborne 2 happens, and if it does, of course I'll be buying it as soon as it's released. Number 3, Assassin's Creed Empire reveal. Currently, there are so many rumours about the next Assassin's Creed game, that it's called Empire, that it's set in Egypt, that we play as a slave who looks similar to Altair, that it's 3 times bigger than Black Flag, it's a revamp of the series, etc, etc. Now, we didn't get an Assassin's Creed game last year, but in 2015 we got Syndicate, which I really enjoyed. And as one of my favourite game series of all time, I hope we get a reveal that confirms that the game is definitely happening, the confirmed title, what time period, and what's new this time around. And if it were to get released late 2017, that'd be great. If no Assassin's Creed is in development and it's taking a lot of time to make, then that may imply that Ubisoft generally want to make a good game, which is what I'm sure we're all hoping for, or if you're like me, you'll buy it regardless. And if it really is a revamp of this series, I am so intrigued to see what'll be different this time around. Number 2, new gameplay for Kingdom Hearts 3. Now this may be highly unlikely, but it'd make my year if the Kingdom Hearts 3 release date was revealed at E3 this year. It'd be great if we got a new gameplay video showing gameplay from Mount Olympus, maybe even new worlds showcasing the new abilities and Heartless, and to top it off a release date at the end. It's often joked about how Kingdom Hearts 3 will never come out as it's been in development for several years, but over the years we have been shown snippets of gameplay to show that over the years this is what's been going on, and each gameplay reveal amazes me. Another gameplay clip showing where Square Enix is at in development will be great and will keep me content. God knows how many times I'll play through 1.5, 2.5 and 2.8 until it's released. It may be unlikely, but hopefully we get new Kingdom Hearts 3 content at E3. And number 1, The Last of Us Part 2 gameplay demo / trailer / year of release. I'm not gonna lie, I basically cried when Part 2 was revealed to PlayStation Experience. I have so much love for The Last of Us, it was such a good game. So from the panel at PlayStation Experience, we knew that it takes place 5 years after the first game. We play as Ellie this time around, and that a lot has happened since the first game. Now, Neil Druckmann said that there will be gameplay shown at a later date, and I feel like E3 will be the perfect place to showcase it. And to save it for last, it may not be shown at E3, it may be shown at PlayStation Experience once again. Personally, I prefer E3 as it's a lot closer than PlayStation Experience, and I'd rather not wait until December. June sounds a lot more convenient to me. We know that new technology is used this time, so the game will look amazing. I'm sure it'll be emotional as hell, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what's new in terms of gameplay. I am happy that Neil said they trust him with this game, obviously because they care about the game even more than the fans do. If any Last of Us Part 2 content is shown, I'm hoping that at the end of the video it'll say what year the game is coming out. So that has been 16 games I'd like to see feature at E3 this year. Even if little to none of what I said is shown, I'm sure they'll have a great lineup of games to show. This video took me so long to edit, and whilst editing I seen online that Call of Duty World War II is officially happening, and there will be a worldwide reveal on the 26th of April. I'm really excited about this. The first game I mentioned in my list is happening. Fuck yes. Hopefully we get to see some gameplay, and I'm praying that they tease zombies at the end of it. Feel free to let me know in the comments section what games you want to see at E3 this year. And as always, if you happen to watch a few seconds, minutes, or even all of this video, thanks for taking the time to watch it. It's much appreciated, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.